The threat of sea mines once again showed its cold face in the Black Sea on 8 September. On that day, a Romanian ship reported a floating mine approximately 25 nautical miles northeast of Constanța harbor. The mine is believed to be one of the mines laid during the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The Romanian naval forces deployed Musca-class minesweeper Lieutenant Dumitru Niculescu to destroy the mine. According to the Romanian Navy, Lieutenant Dumitru Niculescu minesweeper left the port of Constanța at about 1:15 p.m. on Thursday, September 8, to neutralize a mine that had been detected and reported by another vessel named Falcon, which was conducting certain activities at a distance of about 25 nautical miles, 46 kilometers, in the direction of Ni from the entrance to the port of Constanța. The mine was reported by the Falcon at about 11:45 a.m., and Lieutenant Dumitru Niculescu deployed to sea 1 hour and 30 minutes after the detection. However, when the minesweeper arrived at the site, the weather and sea conditions worsened. With a wind speed of 10 to 12 meters per second and wave height of 1.5 to 2 meters, the minesweeper was not able to deploy the RIB with the EID team on board. At night, the mine swept through the storm and hit the ship on her astern port side. The Romanian minesweeper was damaged at the stern and lost its maneuverability due to the explosion. The detonation left a small hole in the stern of the ship, near the waterline. The Romanian Navy shared on its Facebook account that the crew responded immediately after the explosion and prevented the water from entering by plugging the hole, which was just above the waterline. The Romanian Navy stated that the entire crew is safe and no one was injured. The minesweeper Lieutenant Dumitru Niculescu returned to her home port Constanța with the help of the naval tugs Grozaval and Viteazu. There were no casualties or injuries, and the entire 75-member crew arrived safely at the port of Constanța on 9 September. The Romanian Navy said there was no major damage on board and the ship will be repaired and serviced soon. This was the third sea mine to enter the area of responsibility of Romanian naval forces since the beginning of the Russian-Ukrainian war. The threat of sea mines reportedly first appeared after an Estonian general cargo ship sank after colliding with a mine off the coast of Odessa on March 3, 2022. 2 weeks after this incident, on March 18, the Russian coastal station Novorossiysk issued a disturbing Navtex message, Navigational Telex, an international service providing navigational and meteorological warnings and forecasts, stating that mines anchored by Ukrainian naval forces near the port of Odessa had loosened their chains due to stormy weather. The Novorossiysk station claimed that about 420 mines were floating on the water and accused Ukraine of violating the provisions of the 1907 Hague Convention. On the same day, the port of Sochi sent a warning to shipowners and masters in the region about the danger of an explosion of Ukrainian naval mines drifting in the Black Sea. After the danger report from the Russian side, the Turkish Navtex station Samsun issued a warning to the mariners referring to the mine danger broadcasted by Russia. Sea mines, or naval mines, are silent and, generally, passive weapons that have been used in naval warfare for more than a century. It is a relatively cheap, easy to use, and highly effective weapon that allows weaker naval forces to confront larger, more technologically advanced opponents. It is a fire and forgets weapon, secretly waiting for its victim to unknowingly cross its path, often for many years. But the mines poses threat to everyone after deployment, and countries cannot use sea mines indefinitely. Once a country mines a maritime zone, it must announce this to the world to avoid unwanted accidents. But these mines must hold their position after they are laid, because if they float on or under the water, they are very dangerous not only to merchant traffic but also for warships. After drifting mines caused many civilian casualties in the Russo-Japanese War of 1904 to 1905, the use of drifting mines is prohibited under the venerable 1907 Hague Convention because they are indiscriminately targeted at ships. Although it seems reasonable for Ukraine to lay sea mines to prevent Russian warships from approaching its main ports, it seems unlikely that such a measure could be carried out. Laying hundreds of sea mines takes a long time because it's a delicate activity, and Ukrainian ships cannot lay mines while the Russian fleet monitors the area 24 hours a day. Other methods of laying mines are aircraft or submarines, but even these are impossible as Ukraine doesn't have these capabilities. Perhaps Ukraine laid a few mine lines quickly and carelessly with a tug or other small ship, but laying 420 mines seems almost impossible. It is also interesting that the mines reached the Bosphorus from Odessa in such a short time. Although there is a current from the Danube to the Bosporus, it seems unlikely that a mine that drifted in such a short time could have traveled 360 nautical miles. The detection of mines in the waters of the Istanbul Strait just a week after Russia's Navtex notification adds to the suspicion on this issue. Even in a scenario with continuous north winds and currents a sea mine should take about 20 to 25 days drifting to arrive in Istanbul from Odessa. A mine that began to drift off Odessa and broke its chain would still have to threaten the Romanian and Bulgarian coasts before reaching Istanbul. Moreover, the fact that the mine drawn from the sea is clean and not rusty strengthens the opinion that this mine was not long in the sea. This is because the mines that lie in the sea for a long time become relatively rusty and a lot of algae etc. remain attached to them. So, who owns these mines? Who let these mines loose on the Black Sea? Could Russia have taken such a step to put Ukraine in a difficult position on the international stage? After all, Russia's improved Kilo-class submarines can deploy up to 24 sea mines, and there are currently 4 or 5 Russian submarines on patrol in the Black Sea, while Ukraine does not have any submarine. Floating mines in the Black Sea pose a threat, especially to civilian shipping and fishery, affecting freedom of the sea. The presence of floating mines has created a new dimension of threat to neutral countries, and it stands as a serious problem. That's it for this first podcast. Subscribe to Radio Mars Ultor and press the bell that will notify you every time we talk about a new topic.